The chairman and CEO of Generation Hemp is going to share it all with you. Please put your hands together for Mr. Gary Evans.
Incredible group of entrepreneurs. As we all know, this is a new industry. It's very fragmented and changing every day, and you should all be very proud of yourselves that you've been able to sustain what we've dealt with in the last few years with COVID-19 and the ability to continue to grow your business. And so it's very exciting, and I just want to thank you as a supplier of product that you all have done so well. This is my fourth public company. All my other companies were in the energy business, and I made a switch from oil and gas to grass about 2 years ago, so I'm pretty excited about where I see this future going. All my other companies were on the New York Stock Exchange. We're a small little public OTC company planning to move to NASDAQ later this year. So I have to give a little disclaimer as a public company because I might say some things that get me in trouble. I'm going to give you a little review of a video here. Let's see. There we go. So we're kind of the oddball here. We're the only company here, I think, that's in the midstream, the fiber, the herd. We take the product from the farmer who brings it to us. It's typically 85–90% moisture. We dry it, we clean it, we strip it, and we get the product ready for extraction lab, who then makes your isolate or distillate and gets ready for CBD. So we're really the middle guys, that we're the bridge between the farmer and your final CBD products. So we're trying to build a company that's a seed to sell public company. We've taken an aggressive boots on the ground approach, going all around the industry in the U.S. We've focused most of our activity in Kentucky, so our farmers are all pretty much Kentucky, Tennessee grown farmers. We think there's going to be a lot of consolidation in the industry as this business begins to develop, and we're trying to be part of that consolidation. By having access to the public markets, we can raise capital and help companies like yourself grow. We just announced just a couple days ago that part of our new business line is animal bedding, because when we get through processing that hemp, there's a byproduct that we can make both large animal bedding for horses and small animal bedding for some hamsters and that type of thing. So we'll be launching that here over the next couple weeks. This is just a timeline of our business. As I said, we've only been around for a couple years. These are some of the major transactions we've done. We bought a company in January of this year, signed the farm bill in the end of 2019. Thank goodness. And it's now legal in all 50 states. Unlike marijuana that we compete against, we have a product that is legal. Now, we all know that we're waiting on USDA and FDA approvals for how CBD products can be used, and hopefully that will come in the next couple years. So CBD is the breakout star. Obviously, that's what all of you here are pretty much involved in. Hemp's grown, though, not only for that, but seed and fiber, the flower that makes CBD and the extract. So we believe that the growth and acceptance of CBD now paves the way, though, for many, many other products in the hemp's future. This is the annual U.S. hemp-derived CBD retail sales from 2020 to 2025, and you can see we're jumping just in 1 year from the fiber per grain. You're going to hear more and more about that, I think, in the future. So our growers in Kentucky and other areas of the United States, this is how they planted their products for 2020, what they were seeking. And you can see that the extracts, the cannabinoids is exactly what the CBD products everybody is typically planting. We also, if you look at the annual U.S. hemp fiber seed sales, average annual growth rate of 22%, that's big for any industry, and why we think that a lot of companies will continue to start seeking ways to get involved in the hemp sector. So part of our issue is always the chicken or the egg. I mean, more product from farmers. So again, that's why we're sort of in the midstream trying to bridge that gap, to put these parties together so that we can have much more sustainable industry in the hemp sector. So this dilemma is carried forward. The farmers need to know they've got a qualified buyer before they can go out and plant a product and be sure they've got a place to sell it. At the same token though, manufacturers need a reliable source of products. So this is where we're trying to help bridge that gap. You've seen stories of Levi's and Patagonia and BMW using hemp and biomass and herd in their products, and you're going to continue to see that continue to grow. So here are some of the manufacturers. As you know, Levi's is now making hemp jeans with 55% hemp in their product, which will continue to expand. We've known that Patagonia is also trying to play catch up in this sector. If you go to their website, they have an entire hemp line of business. And then a lot of the products that we've had in the past here in the U.S. have come from international sources. And what we're hoping to do is knock that out by growing more homegrown products here in the U.S. So top dollar value of imported hemp production by year is shown on this chart. And you're talking about a big business, $100 million a year in sales. If you look at the breakdown of hemp products imported to the United States, seeds is the primary product coming from like Italy, Poland, Hungary, and more of that's going to be homegrown here in the U.S. So when you start looking at investments in our sector, there's not very many public companies. You can't be a public marijuana company in the United States. It's not legal. All the companies that are public in the United States are Canadian marijuana companies. So we're one of the first pure play hemp companies that's public. We had to go through a lot of legal processes to accomplish that goal. Banks that would handle our money and institutions that would buy our stock. So we continue to, oops, the wrong way here. So this is a summary, a profile of our company, about $100 million market value. We have some other acquisitions we're working on in the sector. So our goal is to build a multi-billion-dollar company in this business. We're talking to some of the presenters here about possible acquisitions. So keep us in mind.